Congratulations on your success. I have not received any further reports of kobold activity in the streets of Waterdeep. You may keep all that you have found. And in addition, please accept the following as payment for your services. Oh, I have another mission for you. A skeleton wearing an ancient tabard of the Castellanter family recently attacked some citizens of Waterdeep. The Castellanter family buried several of its ancestors in a tomb in Undermountain. The tomb is somewhere to the east of the entrance of the Yawning Portal. The family provided me with a copy of the key that opens this area. You should find it in your possession. It's a macabre quest, but the lives of many people may depend on your success. Good luck.
Okay, so this is the second quest in the game. And I skipped my selling of off of all the items I couldn't use. We're already back in the Yawning Portal. So we're just hunting undead, which should be an easy task for a D&D cleric. Although I forgot to use the turn ability quite a bit in this one. So, that's going to make this a little bit trickier. To use the turn ability, you have to hit the T key when the cursor's on an undead creature. Let's go around to a few more patrons in the bar. Kind of jammed in here. This guy is the thief trainer. When you level up as a thief, you get some more skill points for applying to the ability to climb, detect traps, move silently. He will let you add to those skills. Got the barman back there that I'm trying to get to. Usually he just gives tips, but if you've done something bad in the bar, he demands money from you. I'm not going to pay him $10. And so he says, get out of the bar. So you'd think that would end the game, except once. Oh, and now he's back to just giving tips. Alrighty. Time to head downstairs. The damage from the enemies really ramps up in this area. They're carrying swords that can do 1 to 8 points of damage. So, creep and save is a lot more helpful at this point. Obviously, I didn't hear him since nothing ever came up before that. The story scripting in this game has some serious problems. Which, if you consider it was done by the people who would go on to found Obsidian, that's something that's come up in quite a few of their games. That's a rest zone. I can hit the R button there to recover HP and spells. That particular one is extremely useful in the early game because it's right there and you don't have to fight any enemies for it. I can always backtrack to it to recover if necessary. And because the damage is so great in this game, it really have to try to dance. Move in, hit a guy, back up. Just like in regular Dungeons and Dragons, there's a roll to hit every time you attack. And so you could miss and not get any feedback at all, whether you're hitting or missing. If you didn't hit a guy, it could be because you weren't close enough, or it could be because you just didn't roll high enough. And you don't know which. Got stuck on that corner there. The colored transparency effect is something new to the Descent to Undermountain engine, but they only really use it with those doors. That was an altar to an evil god there, or goddess in this case. And you can see they just have keys floating around. I got kind of lucky there. The skeleton hit me for 6, but I had 7 points. Fortunately, I can cure light wounds, and that recovers between 1 and 8 hit points randomly. So I could have just gotten 1 hit point back. You can see I had to cast it twice there to get myself back up to proper health. I'm going to try to use the wand and missiles to hit these guys a bit, because they're bunched up at the door. That is an awfully wimpy sounding magic missile. A lot of 1 damage out of that wand as well. Now this whole section of the dungeon is kind of set up as a cross, with 3 paths out of that central room that we started in. Trying to lure that skeleton into a position where I can fight him a little bit more easily, but it's not happening. He got stuck on the corner too. I found a key, but I guess it's not the right key. So it's time to double back and try the other path. Got whacked by that guy as I came in. No, I've used up 3 castings of my level 1 spells, so I cannot cast heal anymore. But we know that the rest zone is right here, so I'm just going to double back, get in the box. There we go. I've got all my spells back, and my health back to go with it. A scroll of cure light wounds there, so I can always use that myself. It feels like smashing that tombstone should have done something awful, but nothing happened. Got a secret door. More zombies. These zombies are relatively tough for me at level 1. That's right, I am about 45 minutes into the game, not including reload time and all that. I've cut out some boring bits for you guys. And at this point, I am still level 1. Any more secret passages around here? And there is the first mage spell in the game. Armor just gives you, well, AC of about what you'd have if you wore chainmail. Only lasts for a limited time. So I can't even use it with the bracers that I'm wearing to give me the low armor class. I skipped the character creation, but how it works in this game is it does the usual 3d6 6 times over to generate numbers 3 to 18 for your stats, and it lets you re-roll a bunch too. I think it might actually do 4d6 drop the lowest, since the stats do appear slightly higher than typical. I haven't seen any real low stats come up, but you can re-roll a lot until you're happy with them. I strongly recommend... Oh, there's the boss for this area. Anyways, I strongly recommend having a high constitution, high stat in your primary, and you probably need either high strength or high dexterity. And when I say high, I mean 16, 17, 18. The game gives you 5 bonus points to distribute to any stat that you like, which can help make up some deficiencies. But it's, you have to have high stats to survive. Now, I screw up and I forget to pick something up that's hidden in there, but we'll get back to it. The boss is dead, so there's nothing else to worry about here. Ghouls like that guy can paralyze you, but it's not likely to happen with a dwarf with 19 constitution. Smashing all this stuff open just in case there's something hidden in there. Got ourselves a secret door. Now, the triggers don't always make sense. That you'll just cross a spot and sound will kick in, rather than initiating when you start an area or just occurring once. The scripting really is bad in this game. There's a lot of guys who were sneaking up on me. And we've reached level 2. Level 2 gives me full hit points automatically. I get one more casting of a level 1 spell. I don't get level 2 spells until I hit level 3, because Dungeons & Dragons is confusing. And there we have another mage spell, Burning Hand, their first offensive spell. So if you're playing a mage, it would be at this point in the game where you finally are able to cast things. You can multi-class in this game, which is non-human characters can take more than one class at the cost of an experience penalty. It can be effective. I don't know if I would do it, just because at the end of the game you're going to need every hit point and ability you can get. I'm going back to the boss room here to get the item I missed. Illusionary wall that leads to a hidden temple. And a piece of some kind of idol or something like that. So we're done with this section. It's time to go back all the way to the surface to turn in the quest.